Hi, it's New Year's Eve, and here's another hobby vlog. Thanks for watching them all. This is probably going to be the last one of the holiday season because I've got to go back to work and all that kind of stuff. But I've got a couple more models to get done from the Karlstrom release. The last two using, and I want to kind of put lots of pictures together for them. So that'd be nice. A project done, and I've also got a bit of scenery to do as well that I want to get done over these next few days before I go back to work. So again, thank you for watching, and let's get started. Okay, so I've got these two to finish off, and that'll finish off the Karlstrom collection of Yujing, which is nice. It's a project I want to get done over this holiday. And I've got to admit, I've just had to look what they're called. Yimou and Shangji, the Hacker and the Spitfire. The Yimou is okay, but Shangji Invincible Hacker is definitely the best of the two, I think. So I'll probably get use him because I'm always kind of wondering about hackers. And yeah, so I have to look up names sometimes. And talking about that, the whole army I have to look up. So I have to do this. So I have to catalogue everything so I know all the names and what guns they've got, because I'm terrible. So these are this is the Yujing collection. I think it's about 45 on there, nearly 50. It'll be 50 by the time I finish those two. That's not bad for Yujing. Now the other thing I want to get done in this one is do some of this terrain. I bought this terrain after I had a conversation on one of the videos earlier about Panic Room. Now we're going to be playing Panic Room as soon as we can. Why are you all vibrating and stuff? I don't know. So we're going to try and let me bring this over here out of the way. That's better. That's out of the sunshine. Okay, so this is a Panic Room, and if that was the Panic Room, then it'll get a bit messy. So what I've done is I've got some 3D printed stuff, and it's from Wonky Head Printing, 3D printing. I'll put a link on the show notes, and yeah, I've got some bits and pieces, some servers, just so we can have some. Maybe a little bit, some terrain in here. I've got all sorts of bits. Quite like them servers. Ooh, look where I'm going. So yeah, that's a couple of servers. So these are really quite nice. I'm not going to do a great deal to them. Oops. And I've got some tables. Get out of the way. Some map things, some smaller consoles they might have done. So I've really got to kind of work out which bits I'm doing. Quite like them. You can kind of really split the room in half with those, can't you? So I quite like that. Console. Maybe a console and a chair. I think I've got a single chair somewhere. I have to get these extra. I have to get these made extras. So a chair. It's a chair. Look, fab these things. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. It's a moon. Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? Let's turn it around, that's better. Yeah, kind of like that. And maybe a server in there. So definitely lots of cover from whatever angle it comes in. So I might paint this great big bit, or shall I do something else? Shall I have an actual console section in the middle? No, what? That don't look too bad. kind of like that. Maybe not all 4, because no. In fact, I'll take that out. Let's have a U shape. Kind of like that. Maybe some of the servers in it. You know what? I like that. I've got a few single boxes and things like that for the edges, or maybe even a really tiny one in that corner. Yeah. You know what? For a panic room, we can certainly get some cover behind that lot, so it's not just a death room. Yeah, we'll do that. That looks cool. Right, let's get them primed up, and we'll get some paint on them. Because the idea, the idea was, I've got some more 3D printed stuff over here. So these are 3D printed boxes, and all I did was, this is the GW contrast stuff. It looks fine. It does, so I'm probably going to do that on the boxes. Okay. And yeah, let's do that. Cool. Okay, so after a bit of messing about and putting models in there, I think this is probably better because I can get actually models in there. And if one of the opponents have got a fire team, they all want to get in there as well. So a little bit more space, but that big monitor is going to block line of sight from one door to another and that kind of stuff. Even though we only ever do you can shoot into and out of, but not through buildings. It gives it a lot more cover and a bit more floor space. So I think that's going to look great. So that is enough, I think. Let me know in the comments below if you think it should be more, but I think that should be okay. Yeah, let's get some paint on that. Okay, so a couple of things. I started putting the base coats on the email. I forget his name. And light grey coat, dark grey trousers, and I noticed that gap between the tactical gubbins and the floor. Don't like that. So I need to do something about that. So I think I might just use a little bit of sand just to fill that in to make it look like grit, dirt, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to stick that on before I do anything else, because I was about to paint it silver, but I thought, nah, I can't leave that. You know, sometimes you see something, you just can't leave it. So I need to do that before I make a mess. Also, backpack. A lovely looking backpack to give him that super jump. Do I leave it green? Do I paint it silver? Do I do different colours? I'm going to have to do, I think, some silver panels maybe. Those round things at the bottom. Yeah, they want to be silver. Maybe with a bit of blue on it. I don't know. I need to think about the backpack, because I don't think it needs to be all green. I also don't think it needs to be all silver. So I think a bit of both for his backpack. So yeah, that's going to take some thinking about. Okay, this is probably going to be the last thing I do today. So I want to get some paint on these because it's still snowy outside. So last thing I do today, and it's going to be last thing I do today, if I can get my words out, so I can let the fumes die off. So I'm going to get these painted. But for these, I'm just going to use the Grace here, Citadel stuff, because for these servers, I'm probably just going to contrast them black and put some lights and things on it, because that's all servers are really, aren't they? I'm not too sure what colour I'm going to do these consoles and chairs and things yet, so that's it. So I'm going to get some primer on that. The glue will be dry on the Yimou, the guy with Spitfire, and that's probably going to be it today. Not too sure if I'm going to get a chance to do anything tomorrow, being Christmas Day, New Year's Day, family and dinners and all that kind of stuff, and probably alcohol, so best if I didn't paint. So probably join me in the new year, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Right, it is the 2nd of January, Saturday. Yesterday was mostly taken up with family and a big dinner and alcohol, so don't really mix well with hobbying. So work life, family life, hobby life kind of mix. So yep, Saturday Saturday afternoon actually. Quite a nice steady morning. They've primed lovely. As far as 3D printing goes, I don't think if you can see, you can just see the layers. So really quite good from wonky head printing. So really nice. Yes, so Happy New Year and all that kind of stuff. Hope we get some games in this year. Certainly hope it's not too late till we start doing some actual games. That's dried really quite nicely, so I need to clean that up, give it a coat of paint, just to kind of blend that tactical grok in. So yeah, let's get stuck in and let's do a bit. Okay, so I've put some contrast black over the servers, which, you know what, looks pretty good. Don't forget it is only scatter terrain, but yeah, the 3D printing bit that Wonky Head's done kind of gives it a nice feel to it. So really quite pleased with those. Screens and things like that I've done in contrast. Leather chair, and this fella, his base is looking okay. That bit of sand around that tactical rock's gone really well. I'm going to put a little bit more black around there because I think it's probably going to be more of a black debris type thing. So it's going to get a little bit more heavy black rubbish around the bottom of there. But yeah, it's looking good. He's looking good. If I can get a good shot, put it around here, the light's better. And yeah, looking forward to it. Let me just swap over, spin him around. I decided, if it focuses, to put some different colours on his backpack. So yeah, it's still inking and things, but I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think I'm going to knock it down any more than that. So those bits of shiny bits on his backpack for his super jump. If it'll focus and stay focused. Stay focused. There we go. So yeah, it's been inked, ready for the next stage. So yeah, pleased with that. The only thing I'm not sure about is his face masks. I've been doing them white and black, but I don't want him to look like a panda. I'm not really a great fan of that mask, to be fair, but what colours? Black and white, white and black, silver, green, I don't know. Don't know. I'm probably not going to be happy with it. I know that. So whatever I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a light coat first to check my colours, but we'll see. Okay, these are taking forever to dry, so I can't really do much on them. I'm not too sure whether to do the body of these things silver. Just getting centre a shot. Come on, be professional. Whether do them silver or a different colour, I don't know. So I'm not too sure what to do about the colour of the body of these consoles. And this fella, who I forget the name of, I've done the mask white. Come on, focus. So I've done the mask white. I'm going to leave the eyes green, I think. I've still got a few more details to do to him. I quite like the backpack. Yeah, so it's coming on. I quite like the white. I'm not just. Do I leave them eyes green? Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Right, I've got some more inking and dry brushing and details to pick off, but yeah, it's getting there. It's pretty quick. Don't take too long. Yeah, I'll have to think about those eyes. Yeah, join me later, and we'll see if I've changed the colour. Okay, just having a bit of break to look out the window. Look at that, proper snow. That. It's a good job we're all in lockdown and can't go anywhere, isn't it? But okay. Right, so yes, I did the eyes. Did the eyes silver. It looks okay. I think it looks better from behind. But I've never been a fan of that mask, but yeah, it looks. I'm happy with that. Yeah, happy with that. Did a bit of a dry brushing on the base just to get that black, more black. But yes, pleased with him. He'll do. He'll certainly go with the rest of the guys up there. And it's dark outside. Right, 3D printed stuff. These came out really well. Quite pleased with them. Quite like the contrast black. Gives it a nice contrast. Caught it a couple of times with a brush. Annoyed about that, so I'm going to have to do something about that. But yeah, they came out pretty well. Really quite pleased. Different lighting. And from that far away, yeah, they look good. Those I'm still not sure what to do about the body of the actual consoles themselves. But the silver bit, I did an experiment with this chair. Would it look like all silver? And I didn't like it all silver. Chair it's not too bad. I'll just give it a black up. But these, I think what I'm going to do, I might even do that contrast black, to be honest, because it's all going to be in the same kind of room as such. But yeah, quite pleased with the actual monitors, how they've come out with the contrast. Do you know what? 3D printed scatter terrain works for me. Right, but that's for tomorrow. Quite pleased with my progress today, so yeah, pleased with these. Very simple, and size-wise, can really hide behind them things, can't you? Yeah, these are gonna look good. So, yep, that's it for today. Family time. Good morning, and it is Sunday, the last day of the holidays, really, and most people are back to work tomorrow. And with the email done yesterday, focus, come on, there we go. With the email done yesterday, that leaves one last one to do. Zhang's Invincible Hacker. There's not many cloaks and coats and things on this one, so I'm probably going to paint it mostly like I've done my other Invincibles, but with a little bit of white on it just to show where it's come from. So yep, another hacker. Could always do with another hacker. Scenery wise, so the experiment with the silver on the chair, and then black ink wash. Not very impressed. Come on, focus. So not very impressed, but from that far away, it looks like a chair. And it will do for scatter terrain, because that essentially is all it is. It's not a model. Well, it is a model, but it's not a proper miniature. And I decided to go for the black to match the servers. Not as impressed. But again, it's scatter terrain. It's a desk to hide behind when you're trying to grab some cover. You can get a few people around the back of that, I think. So it's a nice shape, but when you look at it closely, the 3D printing kind of shows up a lot on this one because the angles and things. But yeah, it'll do. A few more colours on there, that should be fine. I'm not too sure what to do with the keyboards in yet. I might do it in that slightly different colour just to highlight that they're keyboards. But that's where we are. So a few more colours on that. Not too sure about it yet, and let's get stuck into this Invincible. So put the black kind of like undersuit done, and it's looking pretty good. These heavy armoured ones are pretty easy once they're airbrushed, to be fair. I quite like where the white has gone, and yeah, it's going to look pretty cool. Still need to grab some steam for those holes. I've got a few others that I'll do a little bit later. So yeah, he's coming on lovely. These I don't know, I'm not 100% sure now. Now they've got some colour on them. They're okay, they're scatter terrain. I've got to keep reminding myself they are scatter terrain, and they are going to be looked at from that kind of distance. And from there, they're not too bad at all. But when you zoom in closely, you can really see that 3D printing process. But a bit of detail on it, it should be fine, no problem. And again, they are scatter terrain. From this kind of distance, they look fine. And to cover, a little bit of cover to hide behind, and that's all it is. So yeah, progress and progress. They're done. A bit of touching up to do, but you know what? They are fine at that distance. They really are, because they'll be on the tabletop like that. You'll not really notice them. Only to say I've got cover. So yeah, a bit of a few bits of colour on it. No, they are fine. I'm just going to clean up the bottoms a bit so make sure I can't see any of those grey bits. But yeah, they're cool. Same with the big one. There's a few bits, a bit more colour on there. And you know what? It is more than fine. So I'm just going to clean those bits up where it was on the clamp. But yeah, they'll do fine, not a problem. And they'll be grand. Now, where is he? Okay, the Zhang Li Invincible. He was pretty simple because I had a lot of green armour on him. But yeah, he'll do. Quite pleased with that. Quite pleased with the way the bits of white stand out. Now all I've got left to do really is the base. Now the base, I've been threatening to do is I'm going to stick some of this stuff on. It's like a plastic cotton wool type stuff you get at Coats. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of that to wisp out of that chimney that's on his base. Just there. And that should look grand. So I'll do that now, and I'll show you what it looks like. There he is. The Invincible Hacker done. Shang-Chi? Yeah, Shang-Chi. And from 2 foot away, he looks grand. And if you're wondering why I do the edges of my base as black, it's because I like it. Old school. And he's done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them all together on the whole army, and they're all done. So I'm really pleased about that. So, cool. Job's a good one. Okay, and we are done. Let's move the light around a bit. And you know what? That gives some cover for the room. It don't look too bad at all. So I'm really quite pleased with that. As far as panic rooms goes, I think panic rooms is going to be one of the first ones we do. And really pleased with these two. Super jumping dude with the Spitfire, and the Hacker, the Invincible Hacker. That looks better on here with the steam than it did just being loose, I think. That does look better. So yeah, really pleased with those. And do you know what? I think I'm going to get the rest of the army out. Okay, so thank you for joining me getting these all painted. Didn't take too long once they're all base coated and kind of a bit of detail. The whole of the Karlstrom using army, including the Mad Monk and the Ninja that came with free. And also got these bits of scenery done. And of course, dramatic fight above a massive precipice. It's got to be done. That looks great, doesn't it? I might even pop a bit of that on our Instagram. So thank you for joining me again, and Happy New Year. I hope we get to roll some dice. In fact, let's do this face to face. Okay, thank you for joining me again, and yeah, I hope you get some hobby in, and let's hope we get to play again soon from this pandemic COVID virus horrible thing. And we will be making some more battle reports as soon as we can. I hope to use these using as soon as I can as well. I've used some before on the how to play Karlstrom ones, but they were Storm Shroud, so it's not, don't count. So hopefully I'll get to use mine pretty soon. And what else is there? Oh, tonight I'll be mostly putting these together while I'm watching the football. American football, that is. Go Raiders. So yeah, tonight I'm going to stick these together. So hopefully we'll have a nice, up-to-date, modern combined army. Shows the rest of the army. And we'll, yeah, I'm looking forward to playing those. Looking forward to painting them as well, because they're really nice models. But hey. Yep, and on that, thank you for watching. I hope you get to dice, roll some dice, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. It all helps to keep us motivated and raises the profile of our channel and Infinity the game, bringing it to a wider audience. And don't forget, if you're so inclined, you can also find us on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you.